Hey, I'm Kiara, and this is my tattoo tour. So, yes, I got 16 tattoos in a year, which is why I titled the video this way. I really enjoy watching tattoo tours, and I have been meaning to make this video for months now, and it's actually New Year's Day. Well, it's about to be New Year's. It's the 31st of December when I'm shooting this, and I decided that before the year ended I was going to do this. So let's cut to the content. So the first tattoo I got was when I was 18. I was in Japan, and I really wanted to do it there because it's Japanese lyrics of one of my favorite songs of my favorite Japanese rock band, Uberworld. It's this tattoo. I will be inserting better photos of when I first got them because this is pretty old, somewhere probably around here. But yeah, this says Kieru na kokoro no hio, and it's from the song Core Pride by Uberworld, and it means, in like poetic English, it means don't perish yet the fire in my heart. At the time, that meant a lot for me. It meant and it still means a lot for me. I don't want to lose the passions that I have in my heart. I'm a very passionate person. I have a million hobbies, which is a problem. I have too many hobbies, but I don't want to lose that fire, you know? It's hard when you start becoming an adult. You start getting tired of things, and, it's good to hold on to that fire in your heart. And if you see me looking to the side, it's because I have a list of all these things in my Google in a Word doc, so I can keep track because it's hard to remember all of this. But that was back in 2014. That was my first tattoo. I was 18. Not a bad tattoo to get as an 18-year-old, because usually 18-year-olds make awful decisions when it comes to tattoos. And then I didn't get a tattoo for a long time. It was really in June, June 2018 that my fever started. And it's really from June of 2018 to June 2019 that I got 16 tattoos of various sizes, from very small to like a large hip piece. So I'm gonna start running through that. The other one I got, so my second tattoo ever, and the first in my fever of tattoos of 2018 to 2019, was my blueberry branch. I have to make sure that. So I got my blueberry branch first, and then I got my orange branch a week later. They're companions, obviously. They were done by Hannah at Nice Tattoo Shop. Each of them were about $150, I believe, and took, I say, around like an hour and 45 minutes to do. For being my first tattoo in a while, they did not hurt that much at all, even though they're like on or near my collarbone. I remember this one hurting more, and this one did not hurt at all. But yeah, they're my second and my third, and the meaning is so dweeby. I'm an anime lover, and my favorite anime the last 5 years has been Haikyuu, and my favorite ship in that anime is Kagehina, and they're represented as a blueberry and an orange often, so I got a blueberry branch and an orange branch, so I'm an aesthetic weeb. After that, I got my fourth tattoo, Maurice Onion. I am Dominican, so I have something Japanese here. I really wanted something in Spanish here. And Maurice Onion is one of my favorite Dominican drinks, and it's basically, if I can explain it closest to what are they called? Orange-sicle, or like creamsicle, there it is. It tastes like a creamsicle, but better. So this was about $200. It took me less than an hour, definitely. I had to get my brother to drive me all the way to middle of nowhere, New Jersey, to get this. And it was done by Rich Cahill. He's really amazing at micro tattoos, which is why I was obsessed with him for like a year before I got it. And it's basically a cup of Mori Soñando, which is the name of the drink, but it also means in English die dreaming, and I think that's kind of beautiful, to when I die still be a dreamer. So I put a little like beach scene inside of the cup. Yeah. moving on. So my fifth tattoo it's a tattoo. It means a lot to me. I got it for my 24th birthday, so that was September 16, 2018. And it's this one. You probably can't see. I'll probably insert better photos again to the side. But you can't tell, and it's really awkward. I'll probably also insert like a shot of me closing up on this, but I call it my restless mind, fragile heart. Yes, I'm still emo even at this age. I was a punk alternative kid. It never goes away. I had a good artist friend of mine. I gave them the idea, and they like drew it up, and then I drew on top of it, and it's just me and all these little things in my head. Because I have a really restless mind. I have anxiety issues. I have anxiety, and I think about too many things all the time. And then I have a very fragile heart. For many reasons, friendships, romances, everything in between. I've gotten hurt a lot, and even without that, I seem very like strong and like upbeat, but I have a pretty fragile heart. So that was like just a message to myself. It's more like a reminder where I was at the time of my 24th birthday. Yeah, I know. So what a happy mood. The next one, I will show a close-up because I don't want to stand up, it's on my knee. And I got these two at the same time, and the first one I got was my Te Quiero Te Amo tattoo, right above my knee. I got my sister and my mom, which have been my biggest supporters, me growing up, to write Te Quiero in their own handwriting, and then I like arranged it in Photoshop together on top of each other. And I like the placement of it because in order to walk, you need your knees, and they're right above my knee with every step I take, and they've been there all the time. So Te Quiero means, sorry, I love you in Spanish, so I got that. And then we're on to my seventh tattoo, and sixth of that fever year. I got this one. I always forget about this tattoo like constantly when I'm counting mine. So this right here, it moves, of course, because arm tattoos are always awkward. This says Kiara, which is my name. And there's quite a story behind this. So I studied abroad in Japan for 2 different years. I've been taking Japanese forever. And my high school year, I stayed with a host family who then became really dear to me. I still talk to them today. I call them my Japanese family because we're so close. And at the time, my host sister, she was 12, she would not talk to me at all. She was not talking to me. I was a month in. I was trying to do everything to get her to talk to me. I was trying to be friendly. She's adorable. So I'm just like, I just want to be friends. And then a month in, we were together in the living room, and she just started writing my name in kanji. And if you don't know Japanese has 3 different alphabets, and there's one alphabet you use for foreign objects. That's how it's called katakana, and that's how I would always write my name in katakana. It's like much more simple. I never had the balls to like think of like a kanji name for myself. I thought it was kind of presumptuous. And so I didn't. But at the time, she had written out what she thought my name would be in kanji. And I was moved. Like, she finally talked to me. She gave me like this gift of writing my name in kanji. And then many years later, I remembered that. And I was like, I want, just like I have something in my knee to represent my mom and my sister, I wanted something in my arm to represent my host sister and my host mom. And so I have this. It's Ki for Kibo, which is hope, for I, which is love, and Ra for Ran, which is like Ran, which is a kind of flower. And I had my host mom write it, and she like took out the calligraphy brush and wrote in and sent me a photo, and I took that photo and like put it into Photoshop and adjusted it. And it's obviously, the kanji was made by my or compiled by my host sister, so I have both of them in my arm. So that's what that means. Moving on, oh yes, okay, so this is my biggest tattoo. I'm not gonna stand up to show you. I'm just gonna insert a clip and maybe like a final photo to my side. I'm new at this, so like I'm just gonna keep doing this every video. Who knows if I'm actually gonna be able to insert things. So this is my snake and peonies. So I ran into, it was done, oh my god, I did not say who the previous tattoos were done. Restless Mind, Fragile Heart was about, backtracking. My Restless Mind, Fragile Heart was about $200. It took around less than 2 hours. It was done by Hannah, a nice tattoo shop. She's basically who I call like my tattoo artist because I go to her so often, so you're gonna hear her name a lot. And the other two, the Te Quiero and My Knee, and this one were also done by Hannah. I provided photos and she worked from it and like made it a bit in her style. Yeah, so then moving on to my eighth, as I said, it's my snake and peonies tattoo. So I had, this was done by Mr. Verona. He was having like was it a holiday? It was something. It was like a sale, like it came across in my Instagram. So I went and I looked into his style and I fell in love. He had like a hit piece that I saw on this other woman and I was like, I want a hit piece. So I like contacted him and we got together. I like went to his studio. It was around 3 hours and I wanted to die. It was so painful. In the beginning it was okay. He had me like on my side watching Friends, which I was laughing the whole time, so I'm happy. Like I was laughing and distracted, but you would think that would move you. But yeah, it was 3 hours, and by like the third hour my skin was raw, and then he had to go in with like a fine needle to add in highlights, and I wanted to die. It was the worst pain I've been in so far. And like I don't want to say I don't have a really high pain tolerance. I also don't have a low pain tolerance. I'm like pretty average. But this one was painful. None of my other tattoos were ever that painful. It was about $700. It was discounted. I think it would have been in its original price like $1,000 or something, but definitely worth it. Yes. Moving on. Oh, okay. This one is a two-part, so I count them as 2 tattoos. I'm sorry if you think that's cheating. Too bad. So this is called, bear with me, I'm very poetic in the way I think a lot about my tattoos when I get them, and they mean a lot of things in different aspects of me. So I like put these long ass name. This one has a really long name, and it is the dichotomy of my thoughts when it comes to the red string of fate. And it's here. This is the front, and then I have a back over here, and I'll insert photo here. And so, okay, this is tied to the belief in Japanese mythology. Would this count as mythology? I guess so. That humans are born with a red string of fate in their pinky finger, and it is tied to your fated person. And I am both a romantic and like a cynical realist, so it's hard for me to really grapple with those two sides of me. So I put it in a tattoo where the front is me holding on to my red string of fate and just like examining and holding it on and like I guess finding it dear, and then the other side is me cutting it because I don't believe in such thing as soulmates. Yeah, I know. But I wanted to have that, like, my belief in love here, and I love it. People love it a lot. And I like did it. I'm always like planning my tattoos myself. I like took a photo of my own hands like holding a string, and then I like traced it in Photoshop, and then I gave it to Hannah so like she can like mess with it a bit and like finesse it, but it's basically my hand. But yeah, love, guys. It's difficult. I'm about to be 25 years old, and yeah, moving on. So those were technically my 9th and 10th. And then next is, okay, this was really fun. So there was a tattoo shop that opened up near my neighborhood, and there's not a lot of tattoo shops around my neighborhood. I usually go, I live in New York City, I live in Washington Heights, and there's like 2 tattoo shops near me, but where I usually go and where Hannah, who's my regular tattoo artist and nice tattoo shop, is in Brooklyn. So I go to Brooklyn often for tattoos. But this shop had opened up recently, and they did what is it? Small tattoo party, and I was like, all for it. Cheap tattoos, yes. That their quality looked decent. And I went in, and my cousin really wanted to get something small, so it was perfect for her because she didn't want to pay $200 for something tiny, and that's usually the minimum in most tattoo shops in New York City. So I went, and obviously if I'm going with her, I'm gonna get something. Hello, tattoo fever, as I said before. So I got 2 little tattoos because I haggled a little. I know it's bad, but I was like, just like, because people were getting like bigger tattoos and mine were like super small, so I was like, can I get these 2 things? So I got this red tattoo on my hand. I got a heart, which was truly the addition, and then to the tattoo, and then a stet. And I'm an editor. I edit graphic novels as a living, and stet means in editor speak to let it stand when we're revising a manuscript and the copy editor or someone wrote in something they want to change but we don't think it should change. We write stet to say let it stand, let it be. And it's both like an homage to my job and like my passion, but also to life, and just like sometimes you just have to let things be. And then the heart is just because it looks fucking cute. Isn't that adorable? My computer slapped on me. So yes, that was number 11 and 12. Oh, this was gonna be fun. I'm not gonna try it. But the next 2 I also got in one sitting, and this was great. I was going to Toronto for, what was I going for? For Anime North. I was going for an anime convention, and I was like, well, I'm in Toronto, I should find a tattoo artist. It's Canadian money, so it'll be cheaper for me since I'm a US citizen. And I found someone who is a really talented apprentice. Oh, moving back, I keep doing this, I'm sorry. So these 2 were 50, and they were at Picasso Tattoo. Yeah, they were at Picasso Tattoo. I need to remember to do this, I'm very sorry. But yeah, they were at Picasso Tattoo. Awesome. Cute for small things. Back to where I was saying. So yeah, I was going to Toronto, and I found this amazing tattoo artist. Her name is Allie. At the time she was an apprentice, so her prices were even cheaper than regular non-apprentice people. And she's at Arab's Tattoo. Can't say that properly. I will insert the Instagram for I think all these tattoo artists while I'm talking about them. And I got my first tattoo was the evil eye, which is in the back of my neck. I will insert a photo somewhere here. But yeah, it's like back here. You can't see it. I'm not gonna try. I can barely see it. No one can see it unless I have my hair up. And I come from a family of we're like highly superstitious and kind of witchy. My whole family is, and I always have a trinket or a bracelet with the evil eye because it protects you from evil. So I truly am a believer in the evil eye, and I thought it would be. And she had these flash tattoos that I was in love with. I fell in love with one that she did of the evil eye, which is the one I have, and it's right in my neck, so I could watch out and watch my back. The other one I got with her was a rose in my ankle. Also insert photo, probably insert them together. And I just love flowers, and I thought a rose would look really pretty there. So altogether this was $70, around 70, maybe 75, I can't remember, but it was cheap because it was Canadian dollars. So I was like, this is the best. Yeah, definitely a steal. So that was my 13 and my 14th. And then my final tattoos of that tattoo fever, so from June of 2018 to June 2019, are my hand tattoos. So these were also done by the lovely Hannah at Nice Tattoo Shop. I think altogether all three of them were $250, I think. And I had come to her with the ideas, and she freehand them. So let's start with this one. It's just a vine. Again, I love flowers, and I just thought it would look really pretty. So I got this. This is awkward. How do people do this? And then in my other hand, I got a cross because I call myself quasi-Catholic. I was raised Catholic, but I disagree with a lot of the beliefs, and I don't believe in organized religion anymore. I'm a believer of like self-faith, so haven't gone to church in years, but I do believe in God still, and I always do this. So where my lips land, I wanted a cross, and I got lip gloss on it. So here it is. And then this tattoo. I love this tattoo because people see it different ways. It's actually supposed to be a crescent moon and a sun, because I love astrology and the stars and everything and the aesthetic, so I got that. But people also think it's a winky face, which I think it's cute. I just let them think whatever they want. So yeah, those were my last three, making it 16 from June of 2018 to June of 2019. That is reckless. Don't do that. I am a reckless millennial who doesn't save money and instead throws it into tattoos. I'm working on that. This year is the year of me saving and budgeting. Last year was not. So this year meaning 2020, because it's about to be 12 p.m. New Year's. So don't do what I did, but I just got a fever and then ran with it, and now I've calmed down. So yeah, so those are the 16, and that I'm up to number 17 total. And then my final tattoo, number 18, I have 18 tattoos total now, is my bat. My baby. So here's this boy. His name is Zuzu. I named him Zuzu because someone said he looks like Zubat from Pokemon, and I was like, yeah, but I don't want to call him Zubat, so I'm just gonna call him Zuzu. And this was a smack total of $41 at Black Hearts Tattoo Club because it was for Friday the 13th. And I'm not gonna get into the details of this ridiculous story, but it was basically stars aligning, dominoes falling in the right place. It was the beginning of Friday the 13th landed in the beginning of my birthday weekend. This year when I got it, it was September 13th, and my birthday is September 16th. And basically through a friend and things working out, I was able to land a spot and get this really cheap. And it was also, I think, the crescent moon or the red moon, and for the first time in 19 years, it'll be one won't come for another 39 or something like that. So it was like a highly witchy, like amazing spiritual weekend for me. But yeah, those are all my tattoos. Yeah, I love tattoos. I'm planning to keep getting getting more. I have a whole list of things I'm gonna get, so I'll update you guys as I get them in the future. Like my next one will probably be something in my this area, my bicep, I guess. No, this is my bicep, whatever this is, because I have plans for a lot of parts in my body. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, and I don't know, take some inspiration. Not too much inspiration. Remember, these are all personal for me. I highly don't vibe with tattoo stealing. That's awful. But aside from that, I hope this inspires you to get more tattoos and gives you some ideas, and that this was generally interesting for you. Well, I will be making more videos on this YouTube channel, low-key. And yeah, I'll be bringing a lot of stuff, publishing, blog, fashion, more tattoo stuff, general topics. I'm a chatty girl, as you can tell. And yeah, so I'll see you guys later.